But let's talk about another sort of article of faith that we're losing here, Australia Day. Because we're now, and I know you're going to love this one here, we're a little more than 2 weeks out to Australia Day, and the University of Wollongong has joined a whole bunch of other woke big corporates in giving their staff the option to work or not on Australia Day, saying they can take the public holiday on some other day if they so choose. Now, Katherine, every year it's the same story. Woke councils, businesses, universities, sowing division about a day that is supposed to just bring us together. Are we now unable just simply to come together and have a good time without either being told we're wrong or being beaten over the head with a negative message or something else?
Well, this is sending the message that we should be ashamed to be Australian. Now, I have no doubt that should some of these people who are against it, who don't want to even just acknowledge Australia Day, if they left, there'd be 1 million people knocking on the door wanting to come in. And I think when we have days like Australia Day, I mean, are we going to turn around and say to people, oh, you don't believe in Christ, therefore you're not going to get Christmas Day? You can pick any day in the calendar. Like, how far is this going to go? And I think we pick these days to acknowledge things that bring us together. And I'm not saying, you know, put on an Australia flag and go knock off a slab on the 26th, but maybe it's just, well, I mean, some people will be wanting to do that, but I think that just to acknowledge that this is the day that we come together as a nation, and if we want to change the date, then let's have the debate, not just go off the reservation.
Pardell, are you knocking off a slab and putting on a flag cape on Australia Day?
I like nothing better. However, as you can tell. However, look, I think that it is an important discussion about Australia Day. It is important to realise that not every day of commemoration is a day just of celebration. Sometimes there is a commemoration involved, and we do it with Anzac Day, right? It's not a day of celebration, it is a day of commemoration and of unity around an issue. Now, I think that there is a solid argument to be made for moving the date of Australia Day to celebrate a day of unity. That won't change the fact of what happened on the 26th of January, 1788, but it would put a different frame on that as a day of celebration and unity. I don't see, however, that you can't treat the existing date however you wish. If you wish to, grab a slab and hang an Australian flag around yourself, by all means do that. But also if you wish to spend a bit of time in reflection about the fact that these days aren't always joyous for everybody involved, then do that. Germany has a day of unity on the 3rd of October, which commemorates the two Germanys, East and West, coming together after the wall came down. And I can tell you there are a lot of East Germans who aren't happy about that anymore.